Hey, folks! Brad coming at you here with, I'll talk a little bit about the first round draft. Why not? I didn't really get to make a video beforehand, but, well, I did a fun mock draft. I posted on Facebook. Everyone's mock draft stinks. I haven't seen one mock draft where if you just go by, because I go by spot, not team, because obviously team can always change. So I go by spot. I think I only got three right. I think I got Garrett, Fournette, and T.J. Watt. I think were the only ones I got right. And like experts like Kuiper, I think got two or three. McShay got two or three. Mayock got four, I think. So it was a mess. I don't think I've seen anyone get more than four in terms of like the slot wise. So that was pretty funny. If you went team wise, I got more than that. Like the 49ers got Solomon Thomas, but not in the right slot. But before I get into that, I found something awesome in the basement that I didn't realize I still had. So let me know when you see this, what is the first thing you think of when you see this? Because I just got a big smile and started laughing. So what do you think of when you first see this? Let me know in the comments. That's right. This has got to be at least 25 years old. And it's in good shape. Only thing fixed on it is right here. You'll see that's not the normal stitching, so that came open. But this thing is in awesome shape. This has got to be 25 years old. I've had this probably for that long. But let me know when you first see this, what do you think of LMK? Now, as for the draft, I am going to talk some Bears fans off the ledge here because I really didn't get why they were upset. When that pick was picked, I was like, wow, it's about darn time. That's what you should have done the last 10 years. Finally. But Bears fans didn't seem to like it. I don't know. It seems like today a lot of them are like, okay, I get it now. But I think they were just more surprised by it. All right, here's the deal, folks. People who are thinking, hey, you could have got him at number 3, I don't think is an accurate statement, number 1. If you listen to the 40, because you always want to go to the guys, the small guys who actually follow the team on a day-by-day basis. You don't look at ESPN and NFL.com to find out what's really going on with teams, by the way. You want the guys there every day. And they got, even some 49er Insider, one said there's a 10% chance we actually make a pick at number 2. They were trading that pick to someone. All right? They had multiple guys trying to get up to the number 2 spot, and you're only going to do that to take a quarterback. So if the Bears wanted their guy, which obviously they just didn't let it be known, but Mitchell Trubisky was their guy. So I'm not doing it from whether you like the guy or not, but from a strategic standpoint, I have zero problem with them taking Mitchell Trubisky and trading 2 third-rounders and a 4th to move up a spot. Yeah, it's a 3rd round too much. A 3rd rounder too much. But again, they were competing with other people to get to that spot. People who don't think they were, I think, are mistaken. So if they wanted their guy to ensure it, they did have to trade it because San Francisco was not picking in that spot. Just saying. So I have zero problem with it. To me, you can't praise the Chiefs and the Texans giving up next year's 1st and 2nd rounders and all that junk, and then criticize the Bears for what they did. So, I have zero problem with it. Finally, the Bears draft a quarterback. You know what happened last time you drafted a quarterback in the 1st round? You actually went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was Rex Grossman, but still, he was at least an adequate guy. So I'm just saying, Bears fans, calm down and actually think about, we finally drafted a future quarterback. He may suck. But from a strategic, philosophical standpoint, I freaking loved it. And I might be in the minority here. But let me know. But like I said, people who are like, well, you could have got him at 3, I don't think is an accurate statement. So, yeah. Obviously, a run on offensive players early on. Because obviously this was a defensive draft, so everyone's like, I'm just waiting on that. And we need an offensive guy, we're going to go get him. So you wanted a quarterback, they went and got him. I don't really have a problem with them doing either one. I mean, the Chiefs obviously needed they want to change here in a couple years of Alex Smith. So when you get tired of seeing the 4-yard pass, hey, you can at least dream about Patrick Mahomes maybe throwing the ball down the field. I don't know. And then the Texans getting Deshaun Watson, they obviously had to take someone. Tom Savage, for the limited amount of playing time, he can't stay healthy, which is an automatic red flag. So hopefully Tom Savage can do something. But I had zero problem with any of the quarterback trade-ups. Like I said, I would have more of a problem with the Chiefs and Texans than I did with the Bears. The Bears gave up 3rd and 4th rounders, not 1st and 2nd rounders. So, yeah. So either one, it's whatever. Chances are one of the 3 will be decent. We'll find out which one it is. But, yeah, people giving Bears crap, I don't really get it. I liked it. It's about damn time, Bears, was my first reaction. So, and I have a bunch of family members with Bears fans, as you guys know. And most of them were like, you know what, you're right. It's about darn time. So, there you go. That's my thoughts on that. The Titans obviously drafted needs. Not that they didn't get good players, but you can't convince me Corey Davis was the 5th best player on their board, and you can't convince me Adoree Jackson was the best player on the board at that spot either. So, they got 2 players they needed, which is good. So they get an A+ from that standpoint, but they definitely just took need over best player. But they did get 2 guys they needed, so I can't really knock it. But I'm convinced that they didn't take the best players on their board there, though. The other, a little bit of head scratcher people had was the John Ross to the Bengals, which was a lot of other players they could use that were on the board there. So they obviously were in love with John Ross. I wasn't in love with that pick. What else? Malik Hooker, some people were surprised he fell to 15. Being an Ohio State guy, I get to see him a lot. He doesn't tackle. Horrible angles. But he is a center fielder. Like, he could lead the league in interceptions, but he doesn't tackle. That's why Jamal Adams was much better pick than he was, and that's why he went where he went. But, yeah, if you wonder why Hooker fell, he doesn't tackle, guys. So, he doesn't. He doesn't. But he is a good center fielder. The Dolphins, they took a pass rusher, which I have zero problem with. Got him at 22 because the good thing about all these offensive players being taken is it made some of the good defensive players drop. So really, the playoff teams got a lot of steals. Obviously, Reuben Foster, something's going on with that. Because playoff teams passed up on Reuben Foster that needed linebackers. Lions, Dolphins, Giants. All need a linebacker. All passed on him. Lions took Jared Davis, which was a good pick. He's a good football player. So, definitely something going on there. So, I'm interested to see, does he need another shoulder surgery? Is he just a nutcase? That's very interesting. So either teams are just going to, want to shoot themselves for all passing on him, or they were geniuses in the long run. We'll see. But yeah, I'm sure both Lions, Dolphins, Giants fans were all like, he's right there, but all passed on him. So there's obviously something going on there when the playoff teams were even passing on him. But he did end up getting picked up by the 49ers delayed. What was another pick people gave crap about? Oh, Derek Barnett. You want to talk about just a good football player. All right, yeah, he doesn't have the measurables, but he's just good at what he does. He knows how to get to the quarterback. He knows how to tackle people for loss. I liked the pick. But yeah, most Eagles fans hated that one. I don't know why. But I guess because he's not a flashy guy, but the guy's a good football player. So I actually like that one. And then last but not least, you can definitely tell that the Browns GM and his philosophy, they are truly running things. Because this is how you know. Number one, the money ball aspect. You collect picks, right? They've obviously done that the last couple of years. Number two, they are very enamored with numbers. Numbers in the sense of speed, long jumps, explosive, stuff like that. Well, all three guys they took. Myles Garrett, athletic freak. Jabril Peppers, athletic freak. David Nkoku, or whatever the heck his name is, athletic freak. So you can definitely tell they are the ones running things. It's not the football people. It is the young people. Which, hey, to me, they might as well give that a shot because their football people haven't worked out here lately. So, but you can definitely tell they are. It's all about, high weight speed, freak athleticism. You can definitely tell that. So it wouldn't surprise me if they do draft a quarterback. Kaiser's definitely going to be the one, I would think. If they go by their philosophy, if they draft one. Everybody just assumes they're going to. I don't necessarily think so. But if they do, it'll definitely be Kaiser based on how they do things. But, yeah, that's all I got. A little first round action. And remember, if your team didn't get what they needed today, the draft is not over, folks. This is actually where Super Bowls are usually won, is second, third, fourth rounds, all right? So, pump the brakes. We still got 2 days left to get guys you need. And trust me, there's going to be Pro Bowlers and All Pros selected in the next 2 days. So, don't overreact yet. Wait till the end of Saturday. But, yeah, that's a few early thoughts. So, the only head scratchers, the John Ross pick was a little bit of a head scratcher. Not because he's not good. Just odd fit. It was kind of odd. The McCaffrey to the Panthers, I thought that was a smokescreen all along. Obviously, that wasn't. At 8 and Fournette at 4, to me, are all... Again, I'm not a fan of the running back in the first round. I'm kind of Mel Kiper-ish with that. There's a few rare guys, but overall, I'll pass and I'll find someone almost as good later on. So I'm not a fan of that. So I'm not a fan of the Fournette or the McCaffrey picks. But yeah, I love the O.J. Howard to the Bucks. That was a steal at 19, in my opinion. What else did I just love? Oh, Jamal Adams to the Jets. I hated to see that as a Dolphins fan. I'd say those are two picks that stood out that I loved. Anything else? Those are the two that stand out. I go, ooh. They just got good value and perfect fits, I think, was O.J. Howard and Jamal Adams. So, but like I said, Dolphins drafting a pass rusher, I have zero problem with that. He's got all the moves. I think he probably has the best moves, pass rush moves, in the draft. So, he has multiple ones. So, that's, I have no problem. That was the only spot on our team where we were old, was defensive end. So, hopefully we find linebacker, safety help or something like that later on. A guard even. Surprised Forrest Lamp's still there. That's the guy I'm surprised is still there. But, yeah, that's all I got. Peace out. I'll make this under 15 minutes. That's right. Marino says bye-bye.